All right, guys, we got another episode of Small Talk with Small Businesses. We have another guest in the room on today. She is a beautiful lady that does beautiful things, and she's looking to make you all beautiful as well, I promise. So if you would, just tell us what's your name.
Yes, my name is Temperance Wooden, and I'm from Marianna, Florida. Just a small city, so I'm just excited to be here. I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity to showcase my business a little bit more.
Nah, most definitely. We appreciate you stepping outside your comfort zone and getting in the room because, like I say all the time, a lot of people, they do great work. They work hard. They work so many hours, but they don't want to be seen. And
Mhm.
this year of growth that God has for us, we have to get out and be seen. I mean, if they don't know about you, they can't buy from you. So we're looking to, expose you in this moment and really highlight all the great things you're doing. So we know your name's Temperance now. So you tell us a little more about yourself.
Okay, well, just to piggyback off of that, I am from Marianna, grew up here, born and raised. I'm now a mother of two sons, which they are my true motivation for everything, and they're my biggest fans. They hype me, Mommy, I love your makeup. You're doing such a great job. They're like my little confident booster. So I'm also a licensed esthetician. I graduated from Lively Technical College back in 2021.
Okay.
So that was fun. I felt like being a makeup artist is also important to know more about skin, so getting into that field and being able to assess the skin, it just goes hand in hand with my makeup industry, with the makeup industry.
Gotcha. Okay. And I'm glad you hit on, getting licensed and knowing about skin because people, I also put in a negative light. They kind of put estheticians and people that do makeup and hair in a negative light, but there's a lot of, I'll say, medical things that they need to know about skin, hair, all those things. So it's not really as easy as it seems to go in and get that. I mean, there are a lot of hard tests you went through and you made it through. You got the license. So I want to commend you for that for sure.
Thank you. Yes. And it is, a lot of people struggle with skin. As myself growing up, I struggle with acne, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But a lot of things are hormonal issues as women. Some things are just, genetics. Some things you just cannot get around. So the best thing is for you to learn your own skin and just pretty much do what works for you, So each individual is different. I don't apply the same steps as I would for myself, So it's all about learning and growing and understanding your skin.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Especially, I mean, even like, we all go through that little middle school phase, high school phase. But some of us, even later on, having to treat our skin. And like I said, I appreciate you because even myself, still doing my stuff today. So, keep giving us these gems because we need them. We definitely. So next we want to know is what's the name of your business?
My business is called the Glam Effect.
Glam Effect?
And yes, the Glam Effect.
Okay. Why? Why was it named that way?
The Glam Effect to me, I feel like it can grow years down the line. I didn't want to just base it on as a makeup artist because I'm more than that. My goal is to make people feel beautiful, boost their confidence and self-esteem, and also showing them like, hey, look how you can look, on a glamorous day, and love yourself for who you are, of course. But it's nothing wrong for a woman or a man to enhance themselves, anything to make them feel good as a person. That's my goal because I grew up very shy. And sometimes, I guess I did battle with low self-esteem at one point in my life, being here, oh, you're ugly, or, your features, this and that. So as I grew up into a woman, and wanted to stand out more, I'm finally at that next step. So I'm really proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone and doing things and showing people like, hey, you can do it. I pray a lot as well. So of course, without God, none of this is possible. So I'm just grateful for where I'm at and where I'm headed. I got some big plans in the future, and I'm just really excited about it.
Okay, we're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. Get there. But that's super cool though, honestly. I like to say all the time that as small business owners, that we are walking in purpose. That
Mhm.
we find our own way to share God's love in our work every single day. And
Right.
you're doing a great thing because, like I said, you're giving people confidence, especially how you say you may have suffered with low self-esteem or lack of confidence, but now you're growing through that, and now you're giving that to everyone else around you, and that's beautiful. I mean,
Exactly. And that's what I want to be. I want to be that light in the room. You know, I want my happiness and my confidence to pour out on others as well. You know, be thankful for what you have, what you look
right.
like, because there's always someone who got it worse. You know, it's just the small things in life that we can't easily forget about. But you
Mhm.
have to like know, like, wow, I am blessed. You know, even in your current circumstances. So I just love it. I'm excited.
Okay, yeah, you giving us a word today. I appreciate it.
Ah,
Thanks for giving us a
I ain't
word
trying to
here.
preach.
Nah, you talking to a preacher, so I totally get it. Okay. Okay, so we got the Glam effect. Okay, so what services or products does your business offer right now?
Okay, so currently, right now, obviously, I offer makeup services. So you can book me through my website at theglameffects.com. I offer brow services. So wax and brows. Right now, I also have an ebook that I wrote back in 2021, How to Become a Diverse Makeup Artist, which is very, very important for me. You know, we don't want to limit ourselves to one genre of people. We want to be able to
Right.
expand it, you know, so and it's going to open up many doors. You don't want to just one side your business. I also offer pro makeup starter kits for beginners or even aspiring makeup artists. So if
Mm,
you're struggling with like, how do I put my kit together, I can prepare that for you, you know, and it's easier. You don't have to go shopping yourself. I'm doing it for you. So that's a
That's
good benefit.
dope. That's dope. Thanks. I know a lot of people they spend a lot of time in the makeup stores, and man, the longer you spend there, the more you try to push stuff on you, blah 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 blah. Yeah, nah, I ain't
Oh
trying
yeah,
to.
and it can get expensive. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
makeup
man.
is expensive and time consuming trying to figure out what products work. So
Nah.
you might as well let a professional do it for you and cut down some time and money.
Hey, I am all for saving time and money. Emphasis on money. Most
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
So, so, so we appreciate that. Okay, so what inspired you? I know you talk a little bit more about lack of self confidence, but what was that like? That moment where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna do this as a real business. What inspired you to start your business?
Honestly, I started doing makeup just for me at first.
Mhm.
You know, I started posting it. Then I seen a lot of people like, oh my God, I like your brows. That did when I started like really officially started like 2014. A
Mhm.
lot of people was interested in getting their brows done. And then I was like, you know, this is something I can grow my business in, practice more, and also gain revenue. So that was something that initially started my makeup business. And I enjoyed it. You know, I was doing a lot of free faces,
Okay.
family and
Okay.
friends, my next door neighbors. Like, so it was really fun at the time. But here I am now, and I think I'm going pretty strong.
That's really good to hear. Honestly, I love that. Like I said, just loving what you're doing, having that impact, and you keep going. That's really big, especially like I said, friends and family. It's cool to start off that way, but you start seeing that this could really be a profitable business.
Oh yeah,
Even though a lot of people do makeup nowadays, um, you're still not scared to just make yourself seen, and you do great work. I mean, it's showing. It's showing.
thank you.
We
Oh
respect that.
yeah, and you can't really worry about who's doing the same thing you are. You
Right.
know, a lot of people have different motives, but
Mhm.
for me, I really see myself like in the next few years in magazines, up there with the greats. I follow a lot of them. I take a lot of training and courses, so I'm educating myself
Right.
more than I am, besides just practicing on faces. Like I'm getting to the fundamental of it, understanding how to do so much more than just makeup, because there's really a theory behind makeup and making it flawless and giving everyone the same experience.
Right, most definitely. And I'm glad you mentioned the part about the continuous education because
Oh
I know,
yeah.
like I say, like a lot of us as business owners, where we get to going, when you finally get to really in a flow and you're getting consistent customers, I guess I'll say, we lose track of that learning aspect. But as a business owner, even if you're a millionaire, you're always learning. Like that's something that I learned last year. You're always learning. Like you never stop learning your craft.
Yeah, you could never get too comfortable in saying this is it. I reached the level of where I'm going. You should always want to grow more, learn more, because for one, times is always changing.
Right.
It's new trends out, it's new science out. Everything is always evolving. So you should be evolving along with time. So that's just how I look at it.
Hey, you got the right idea. I'm telling you, because last year, I spent many days in rooms with millionaires, and they're spending, tens of thousands, hundreds of $1,000. Like that's in their budget to go and
Right.
that's in their budget to go and
Right.
learn more stuff. So, hey, you got the right mindset, and I know it's gonna pay off. Like magazine cover, you're gonna be on it. I'm gonna go ahead and speak that for you. It's gonna happen.
I got it. It's written.
Yeah, exactly. So now you told us why you inspired. So now beyond the cover, which is coming, what else will we be looking forward to from your business in the near future?
I'm really looking into getting a bridal team. I do a lot of bridal as well, but I also want to take people along with me, and show them the real aspects of it, train them up into, of course, my style if you're working up under me. But I want to be able to cater to doing hair, and eventually maybe nails down the line. So I really want that complete package team where we kind of be a one-stop shop, but not too much to where people like undecisive because they don't know, oh my God, you sell too many products or whatever. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to crowd myself. I want to just stick to what I initially started with and go from there.
I'm glad you mentioned that. You're hitting all these important things. I've heard that phrase being used, and they call it entrepreneurial ADD. It's like once you start on one thing, you keep adding on, and it's like, dang, now you're crowding up yourself. You're not really too great at one thing. But no, you sound like you're keeping a very narrow mindset. You want to be a complete package, but you don't want to overdo it. That's what it sounds like.
And I see a lot of people, and not bashing anyone, but I see a lot of beginner makeup artists, they have so many rules to booking.
Gotcha.
And that's already going to make people turn away, so you want to keep everything simple. You don't want them to be like, oh my God, I got to come like this to get service, or she requires this to get service. Don't have too many. Some people got holiday fees, a late fee, they got, squeeze in fee, or it's just so many fees. They're like, well, geez, what day do I pick this on? Keep it simple. We are people, at the end of the day, a lot of us barely want to read. We just want to do what we need to do, get booked and go.
Exactly.
Have your policy, but don't be complicated. Don't be too complex where, you losing out on customers because it's just too many steps for them. So you have to think about other people when you're running your business. It's not about what you want and what you think you deserve and how much you should get. It's about what your consumers, can adapt to easily. So
that's big. That's big. Like you said, I mean, all those rules, like there's like a new rule every single time something happens. I'm like, I mean, yeah, they have to adapt, but you as a business owner have to really learn how to adapt across the board. Like you change everything because one person missed. I mean, I just don't understand that. It's too much.
It's a lot. I see so many, like, I get you may be, I'm more of a natural or soft glam type of makeup artist. I don't do too many dramatics. That's not really my forte. And I'll probably turn down some things depending on what it is. So know your niche, so don't try to overdo it. If you doing it all, just have it on your site, a dramatic look. You don't have to have specific or categories of it,
right?
Because you're still applying the same steps. Don't make it too complicated for your member, So, for your member, I'm talking about work for your customers.
They're part of your squad.
Oh yeah. So, and I love everyone that, ever sat in my chair. We had so much fun. And I'm grateful for even having an opportunity, because without anyone sitting in my chair, I mean, how can I improve? I can do makeup on myself all day,
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
it's nothing like doing it on the people that need it the most. So
Right. That's super dope. Okay, so I'm glad you said that. So how does that, how have you grown throughout the years doing other people's makeup, like getting feedback from them? Like how does that feel, getting feedback from other people? Like it's not always just, oh, this looks amazing. Like, I mean,
yeah. Oh
how is
yeah.
that? How is that getting feedback?
Yeah. You know, I done had situations where I myself like, oh, I'm not liking that. And
Right.
sometimes the customer may feel that as well too. But I learned you have to learn to take it. You know, be honest with yourself. Don't limit your filters. You know, that's a lot going on in the beauty world. A lot of people
Right.
filtering their work, so they're not being honest with themselves. So how can you improve? You know, you actually probably gonna slack knowing like, hey, I'm gonna just slap a filter on anyways. But
Exactly.
in person, you look, you know, not the best. So be honest with yourself, and that's what I did. I've been honest with myself. I noticed my weaknesses, and
Mhm.
I try to perfect that. You know, nobody really had to tell me. I was just honest with myself. I'm kind of like a perfectionist. I try not to go
Yeah.
that route, but at the same time, you have to be able to critique yourself before someone else, or just be willing to let someone critique you without feeling like your work is not good. We all have areas where we can improve in. So, and if you're not willing to learn or improve in those areas, you're going to find your work still looking the same as it did 5 years ago. And
Exactly.
that's not my goal. I want you to be able to see a change. I want you to be able to notice, like, wow, she really did put the work in.
Wow, that's I'm glad you said that. I'm telling you, like people don't want to get that constructive criticism, but and I
Mhm.
feel like that in an area like that, you have to. Like it's all about
You
them.
need it.
It's all about them.
Yeah.
Like how do you not get feedback when it's literally all about them? Like no one talks about that side of that field. And I'm glad you were, confident enough to say, hey, yeah, it's not always the best, but I grow from that. I mean, that's
Right. It's not. It may not feel good initially, you know,
right.
because no one wants to hear something bad or whatever, but that wouldn't be reality, right?
Exactly.
So you take it as what it is. You do better the next time. You know, study what you lacked in. Okay, you notice this product was making her skin peel or made it too dry or
Right.
patchy. You know, be real with yourself and correct that. You know, you can take. I take so many classes, and I'm always on YouTube. I'm still learning today. You know,
Right.
I'm never settling or getting too comfortable in my work. You know, so I feel very soon I will have some big connections. You know, it's in the works.
Okay. Okay. We like to hear. So we like to hear. So easy transition, right? Because I'm right on to that one. What's one piece of advice that you would give to a new small business owner?
A small business owner in general, I would say, you know, keep going. It's going to get hard. But like my dad used to always tell me, keep going. Enjoy what you're doing. If you
Yeah,
don't like something, change your situation. You know, the best way you can, you know, get around a group of people that can help elevate you. You know, you can't sit here and try to jump to level 2 when you don't want to move from level 1, because
exactly.
you're so, you know, you're kind of just complacent with being with this crowd of people. You're complacent with how your work look, you know, so you're not really motivated at this point. So find your motivation. Of course, be confident in yourself, and
Mhm.
you know, just grow from there. Like, and of course, you gotta keep God in it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Without that, I just feel like you're gonna be, you know, back at square one. So continue to be confident in your work.
That's big. That's big. Honestly, like I said, I mean, I know last year was a big year of collaboration for a lot of entrepreneurs. Like they were all about collaboration, going live together, doing webinars together,
Oh
doing
yeah.
all these things together. And that's big. Changing your environment, changing your friend group. It's not easy. It's uncomfortable. It might be your high school friends, elementary friends. But for us to really go higher in God, we really got to put God first and really follow. Like really
Oh
follow.
yeah.
No matter what that entails, we gotta really follow.
Yep.
And is it easy? No. I'm sure you can test. It's not been easy, but
Oh no, it's
listen,
not easy. It's not always comfortable. You know, but when you're determined and God sees that, I believe he will reward you for that. You
100%.
know, I already don't have a lot of people in my circle. I really am just like a family person. I
Yeah.
don't have many friends, but that's kind of been just who I am as a person. I always been to myself, and
Right.
that's where I really I think the most. When I'm alone, I come up with plans. I write down my goals. Like that's just for me. You know, that's my personality, and I'm just grateful because it really has gotten me far. I have helped encourage other people and gave them strategic plans for their business as well. I don't broadcast it, but it's just
Yeah, of course.
friendly things to do, you know, just being helpful. And that's what type of person I am. Very helpful. And soon I know God is going to bless me with everything I've sown.
100%. We have an assurance that if you would just keep on working, that in due season you will reap a harvest. I promise. And your harvest is on the way. It's on the way. I'm already
Oh
knowing.
yeah, it's on the way.
I'm already knowing.
I can see it coming out the ground now.
Yeah. We already know it's coming. So I ain't worried. I know it for sure. So and you've given us a lot. I really appreciate it. You've given us a lot of good tips for people, you know, in your profession and outside of it. Like I said, I mean, this transcends all fields. And
Oh yeah.
you've given us a lot, honestly. So not you giving us all this, tell us how they can contact you for your work.
Yeah, so I normally get my bookings on my website. You know, I want to keep everything simple. So you can book me at www.theglameffects, and that is TheGlamEffects.com. So it does have an S on the inner glam effect for my website. But that's where you can book me. And hey, I'm ready to service you.
Okay, no doubt about it. Appreciate it. So I said we're gonna have all your information linked in the bio and the caption of all the videos. So yeah, don't hesitate to reach out to her. Like I said, she's here now. She's doing you know, makeup, doing the brows, doing all this stuff, and there's still so much more ahead.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm telling you, you got to lock in now. Like don't wait till she gets to the top. Like go ahead and lock
I
in.
won't be available then.
Yeah, she won't be available. Like she gonna be so booked, like she ain't got time for you. So no, just go and lock in now. Don't be a regular, be a member of her squad right now, so
Oh
that
yeah, if
you.
you're interested in joining my team, please contact me. You can do that through my website as well. If you do hair, you're a makeup artist, you're a nail tech, whatever it is, just contact me and we can get started and see where we go from there.
Okay, and just to be clear, it's not just booking. They can contact you, like, you know, email or whatever through the website. Okay,
Yes.
okay, gotcha. Well, thank you so much. Like, thank you so much. Like I said, you're giving us a lot. You're giving us a whole lot. You may not think so, but you have given us so much value. Especially like I said, because my big thing is just giving back to the community and highlighting these things for even people that are up and coming, like, you know, younger than us. Because they see all these makeup artists, but there's a lot of things they don't hear. They see the pictures, they see the after, but they
Yep.
don't see the before. They don't see the journey. And
Right, of course.
you've really given us a lot. So thank you so much for your time, honestly.
You're welcome. I really appreciate you having me, and I can't wait to do this again in the near future. So
Oh
I
yeah.
am very grateful for this opportunity.
Oh yeah. Gotta come back real soon. Okay. So thank you so much for your time. Y'all follow her, you know, hit her up, get on the team, get on the squad now, and follow the channel. We got a lot of people coming in, a lot of people in the room talking about their businesses. If you want to be on the room, if you want to be in the room, if you want to be on the podcast, hit me up and let's talk about you. Okay. So until next time, we love you. We'll see you next time.